Welcome everyone to the session. I'm the Wombat of DM, and we are at campaign session number 13 of the Seregen campaign. With us we have Belzian the half-elf monk, who is currently an NPC I'm playing, Roger the elf rogue, Ulrich the human paladin, Yarvik the halfling ranger, Zippo the kobold warlock sorcerer, and Jordan the human bard. I always end up slurring Jordan up. He's a lot more eloquent than I am. And we also have a subscription from Atomic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. 4 months
Mercy
in a row.
Wing 1 contra Mercy Wing 2.
Excellent. And he always has those mercy wings up, so that's pretty cool. We are at campaign session 13. When we last left off, the group was investigating a small village named New Pod. The village has been plagued by bandits for at least the last month. And first they were robbing people outside of town. Then they were attacking homes inside of town. And then they attacked the general store. And ultimately, they've been just making a bad time for the people of the town of New Pod. Some families have sought shelter in the tavern, causing it to not have very many rooms left, cramping the party into 2 small rooms in the tavern. But they eventually went and investigated some of the burnt-up homes and some of the non-burnt-up homes, as well as the church and some other places, just to kind of get a lay of the land, and eventually decided that they were going to investigate the source of the problems itself, the forest to the north where the bandits were supposed to be coming from. With the talents of our ranger Yarvik, they were able to kind of investigate a trail of singular footprints and hoofprints until they stumbled upon the bandit camp when they were kicking at a fallen tree that didn't look quite right. When they moved it out of the way, they revealed the bandit camp with tents as well as horses and things like that. So they are now standing at the entrance to which, where they may or may have not alerted their quarry themselves. And here we are. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the session, players. This one we're kind of right in the middle of it, right in the thick of it, right in the brambles, if you will. Ulrich has
when you say right in the thicket of it.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, everybody takes their own path to the joke, but ultimately speaking, there's a lot of overhang in that regard, and some low-hanging fruit maybe. So has everybody been able to load up the map this time?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still showing the world map for me.
It's still showing the world map for you.
I might have to reload your area.
Yeah, try reloading.
Where we just see a spark and Amidus's computer just dies.
That would be
All
pretty
because we reloaded it.
for a lot of reasons. But
Well, your camera is lagging pretty bad. From behind your sound. At least for me.
It's not terrible, it's just a little choppy as it's loading
It's
up stuff.
I guess that'd be like maybe a 6-second delay, I'm gonna say, give or take.
it's thinking very hard.
Yeah.
6-second delay would be a whole action.
That's true.
I can time travel a whole round.
I'm not saying I would time travel if I had the ability to, but I would. I mean, you win all the lottery.
Mine's still thinking, but don't worry about it.
Fair enough. All right, so I guess the question is, now that you've revealed this area, what do you do?
Roger would like to hide.
Yeah, I think that's a wise decision.
Yeah, definitely try to find some cover.
Okay, some stealth checks for those who are hiding might be a wise plan.
Don't know if they're going to show up over in roll 20, but I'll roll them over here. If I can get them to do so.
You know, my stealth check matches with, how I feel.
Die roll of 5, so that's a result of 14 for Roger.
Okay. Where are people hiding, I guess, is the question.
Probably down by the
The undergrowth or behind trees.
Yeah, just kind of in the brush there to the side, so that we can kind of keep a view of this opening we've created.
Zippo's small enough that he feels he can take cover behind the fallen tree that you've moved. So he's kind of just still out.
He's also still very disappointed we're not just running in. He really wanted to use some new spells.
As a wood elf, as long as I'm only lightly obscured in natural terrain, I also can hide. Might explain the poor roll. So it's just standing behind the tree. Like
Your arms are still hanging out, and they're like, "Who's that over there?" I'm a tree.
It's not an arm; it's a tree. They have branches.
Stick your arm out like a random position, just.
Taking. Oh, my friends, I see we are hiding. I will do the same. And he kind of like blurs.
Yeah, I mean, once we're kind of hidden, just kind of want to see if anyone is immediately coming towards us, or just kind of get an idea of what we're looking at.
Sure. So, I guess you're just keeping an eye out for what's going on inside the clearing. Well, I guess it's not really clearing. There's tons of trees in there, but it's a more open, less thick area of the forest for sure.
Clearish, if you will.
Yes.
How many people can we see?
I mean, you can see what you can see right now. If you saw any people, you would see them on the map. So for you, Yarvik, you see a few edges of tents and one small tent. Zippo, you see kind of a more clear area of the path that disappears into what looks like the side of an incline, as well as quite a few different tents and a wagon, it looks like. Ulrich, you see back in the distance some tents and also maybe some horses back there moving around. And Roger, you kind of just see trees from where you're sitting at the moment. All right, so Roger, you're making a sleight of hand check?
No.
Okay. Did you accidentally push a button to test it out, or?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure where those rolls came from.
Okay.
But
That's fair enough.
I
Did you roll a 15 for your stealth?
should have been a 14.
Okay. All right.
But I'll take a 15.
I'll give you a 15. That's fine.
Yep, I'm still loading the map. I think. No, it's actually responding now. We get around. I can't see anything where I'm currently standing. It's all black.
Okay, so it might not be loading well for you.
But I can scroll around and stuff. It's actually responding. I
Okay.
think I'm just stuck in a wall. I can't move myself.
Can you see yourself move now?
I can.
Can you see things now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you move yourself?
Nope.
Controlled by... Determined by character settings. What?
Oh no, Roger's an NPC too.
Why is it not letting me edit? Your controllability anymore? Let me go to party. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. So the settings are correct for you. It can be controlled by Wombat and Amadeus. Save changes. So you can see yourself moving. You can see the map right now, right?
And indeed.
But you can't move yourself at all.
Nope.
Okay. So what I will have you do for the duration of the session until you can is tell me where you want to move. Can you blink areas by clicking on them? Okay. That's good enough for me.
Okie doke.
So, the forest is still fairly silent from how it went silent prior to your arrival. Or prior to you moving the tree, I should say. The camp seems to be empty for the moment, although there are horses that are there. Anybody looking to make any perception checks to see if they get anything, or maybe anybody doing any other checks?
Yeah, I would roll a perception. See, I mean, you said there's movement out by the horses, so...
Yeah, the horses are kind of moving around. They're tied to trees, flicking their tails and things.
Maybe kind of looking out by that direction and then over by the tents.
Okay. So Roger, while you don't hear any voices, you do hear the creak of the tree swaying in different areas of the forest canopy. And you hear the whicker of perhaps a dozen horses to the north of you in the camp. Yeah. Ulrich, you see, looks like you can see about 2, maybe 3 horses from where you are. You can just see the tail end of one right there. They are brown, gray, and one's kind of like a reddish brown. They seem to be grazing lazily. The tent that you can see here appears to be empty. You can kind of see into it. Looks like a tent that has maybe supplies in it.
Okay.
Maybe we move up into the camp, put the tree back behind us, see what we can find.
You got that? If we run into people, what's our plan? Are we going to try to negotiate, or are we just going to straight up attack? Because if we're attacking, I want to be up front. Well, I don't want to be up front, but I want to hit them first. So I have to be up front, because my spells are kind of AoE-ish. But if we're diplomacying, somebody else better be up front, so I'm not really good at that.
I can go on up, see how we do. I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe there's just another group of non-bandit folk. Like, we don't know that it's bandits. We don't want to just go setting fire, and even if it is, we don't know how many they are.
That's fair, yeah.
I was all for the plan of setting things on fire, but we'll go with the peaceful approach.
Hit me up later, though, if we set stuff on fire, let me know.
Yeah, no, that's... I'll let you know, you little firefly.
Zippo's everyone's favorite pyromaniac.
Now with an extra side of spice with electricity.
It's just a more creative form of fire, if you ask me.
So, yeah, I guess if we're in agreement to just go ahead and do some diplomacy, Ulrich is going to carefully head in there, looking as peaceful as he can.
Okay. The area certainly does open up, as you can see. You can see probably around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 or 17 different tents that are in this area, as well as a rocky cave that kind of and an incline that kind of juts out from the forest. The forest continues above the hill that's there.
Yeah, but if he doesn't see anyone around,
Nobody appears to be around at the moment, no.
all right. Well, he'll keep moving in. And
Roger, where would you like to be moved?
I was pointing at the entrance to the clearing, although I just refreshed the page. So
Okay, gotcha.
right now I can't see anything.
All right, so the camp seems to be fairly abandoned. You can see a pile of wood closer to the cave entrance. There's a campfire that is smoldering here as if it has been left to go out with nobody tending it. The horses to the left and right of camp are tied up against large trees. The trees are thick enough that they block out the sun for the most part, except for patches here, like a patch here, where that same fire pit is.
Right. Well, seeing that the fire has been left to smolder, I think the first thing to do is to go over towards tent and just poke ahead in rather.
Okay.
And that will be the one.
All right,
That
so
looks
you're
big and important.
checking this one here.
Yeah.
There are 4 bedrolls in this tent, in varying states of unkemptness. No bags or possessions are with them. It seems to remind you of a field tent from your army days. Except for the unkempt bedrolls, of course.
Gotta check the tent that I'm at.
That one has boxes and crates. It looks like there are some food stocks and barrels of hay for the horses. It seems there's a barrel laying next to the tent and a crate to the left of it as well.
Does stuff look like it came from the town? Is it marked? People's names?
It's fairly well organized. Some of it looks like it was... It's kind of like a random assortment of items in terms of, like, it's not organized in terms of, like, all of this is radishes, all of this is potatoes. It's kind of like this area is this type of food, this area is this type of thing. You know what I mean? So if one were to loot a bunch of houses and put them into one place, this is probably what it would look like, yes. At least for basic store items. For example, some of the items look like they might have been bought recently from a general store.
Or maybe not bought, as the case may be.
Correct.
So this is like unambiguously the bandit hideout, right?
From what you can tell, and I can see you can move around now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Figured refreshing would do that. So
Anything on the wagon?
The wagon is currently empty, although it does have some scorch marks on it. Whether it looks like it was attacked at some point from the damages. It's still usable. It's just not in perfect shape.
So who says we take the all the stuff, load it back up in the wagon, and steal a couple horses and get out of here?
Like, what if there's more stuff in the cave?
Yeah, doesn't anybody want to look in the cave?
I would love to be in that cave.
That sounds terrible.
I would like to
Just-
look. Go ahead.
Think of the possibility of crushing them under rocks and crushing the whole cave on them.
We can do that from here.
We wouldn't know if it's going to get them all, though.
I'm not looking to just go wandering carol anyone. I do want to get this all back to the people. We got a wagon of our own. We can take this wagon. We could also just send the people out this way. But we probably should deal with the bandits if they're still kicking.
I agree with Ulrich. If we just take the stuff and take it back to the people, they don't have the means to defend themselves. Bandits are just going to take it back. And they might not be so kind next time.
There's nothing worse than stealing something that's been stolen from. And not killing the people you stole it from. That's just asking for revenge.
It does look like there is a smaller Zippo-sized cave up to the right of the main cave entrance.
You can see that there is a cave up there, but it's quickly obscured as well. Like there's a lot of foliage around it. You can just make it out. It's actually a normal-sized hole. It's just higher up. It's just kind of me demarking it.
How much higher up?
It's a good 20 feet up.
So you can climb, right?
Maybe.
You are our
It's
cave expert.
That is true. I can go in that one, but I don't really feel comfortable going alone. I need somebody to at least, be able to take some damage for me if we get into a fight.
Right, well, I mean, I feel like if we're gonna send someone up there, we ought to just all go up there.
I like that idea.
We're going into an unknown, so there's no sense in trying to pincer maneuver if we don't know what we're pincing.
I'd like to take a look at the fire and just find out how long do I think that the fire's been left to burn.
Give me a survival check. In true Yarvik fashion, you know exactly when this fire started burning out. It was lit sometime yesterday, and you think within the last 6 hours it hasn't been given fuel and burned out. So it's just a little bit of a smoke.
Okay, just provide that information to the group. If they're out on a foraging expedition, they've been gone for 6 hours. Maybe they were looking to return soon. Not sure.
Yeah, I gotta say, it'd be weird for them not to leave someone here to protect all their... Even if they were certain in their magic.
I mean, they're confident in something, and we haven't triggered any traps yet. So maybe we
That's fair.
maybe we haven't gotten to the important part yet.
That's true.
Really trying to hide.
We also need to figure out, are we ask questions first, then fire, or a fire first, ask questions never kind of group? I'm 100% for the second one.
I would say we should probably try and talk to folks before we go and kill them.
If we run into that shadow fellow again, I won't do it.
I got dibsies, yeah.
Well, no, hold on now. I definitely do want to kill him, but he might have information that might be useful to us. So
he's too wriggly.
Oh yeah,
He
that's fair.
got away from us once already.
Yeah. Well, yep.
The others we could talk to. That one is kill on sight.
Well, we ain't talking to anyone until we go in here.
I'd consider all 5 of you to be people. Yeah, let's go in the cave.
All right. So is everybody entering the cave together? What's the plan?
Yeah, we're all going to go in as a group right now.
Okay, and it looks like Roger and Ulrich are in the front, and then Zippo and Yarvik, and then it's going to be Bane and Jordan. Does that sound accurate?
Sure.
Okay.
I can hide behind Ulrich.
We can hide behind you guys because you're both taller than us.
So,
You'll never see it coming.
as Roger and Ulrich enter the cave, several things occur. So I'm gonna need everybody to make a dexterity check, please. Everybody but Roger and Belzian, of course, or not Roger, Jordan and Belzian, of course.
Dexterity check or a save?
Dexterity save, excuse me.
Natural 1.
So Yarvik, I need a dexterity save from you.
That's clear. You got 7.
Oh yes, so he did. Okay, my bad. All right, so Ulrich is able to sidestep, and Zippo is able to sidestep as a net comes down on top of Roger and Yarvik. Let me mark that on the map. They are
not the outcome anybody would have expected.
What was that?
That is not the outcome any of us would have expected.
I was thinking like a bomb going off or something.
The two dexterous people
Yeah.
are the ones that got caught in the net. We got played by the double bluff.
So
We dodged
Use that whole roll on finding out how long the fire burned.
So the net has fallen down on a 10-foot square area. Everyone who is in the net is trapped under the net and restrained. So you're pinned to the ground. And you're knocked prone. Can I have a strength saving throw from both of you, actually? Okay, yes, you're knocked prone. I was correct in saying that. All right. So, Ulrich, you can see into the cave briefly, but as this is occurring, you also... Zippo, what's your AC?
15.
Okay. From the treetops. Okay, so 2 shots go to Zippo, both miss and land at the feet. Jordan gets hit by 1 crossbow, and Belzian, both of his shots are missed as well. So Jordan gets hit by a crossbow bolt. And Jordan needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Got to find where these people are getting all of their poison from.
Also, in case you didn't see it, Belzian said if he gets shot with arrows, he can deflect them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be watching out of character chat right now, so thank you. All right. So, let's roll initiative. I'll roll Belzian.
Right. Natural 1 followed by a natural 2.
You're improving.
Just gonna hang out here under the net. It's like a warm, holy blanket.
What is this net made out of?
It's a serious net.
It's a
Probably
rope net.
weighted.
It's
Something
a
like
rope.
Titleist, right?
It's a rope with like fishing net. So it's weighted on each side by rocks. It seems like there was a pressure plate or maybe a tripwire that was triggered when you step forward.
My favorite explanation is that there's just two dudes sitting up there we didn't see. It just dropped.
I mean, there very well could be, but you're not sure. So, looks like Yarvik is first.
Sound.
I guess I'm just gonna try to.
Well, hang on. So I'm just getting the order first. Zippo, you're next, right?
Looks like it.
And then we've got Jordan, which is perfect. Roger, which is perfect. And then Ulrich is
After
6.
Belgium.
And after Belgium because he's got higher decks. I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan.
If I
Jordan
have
is
higher decks than the monk, I'll be very
the
surprised.
higher bonus. Yeah, or Belgian has the bonus.
Yeah. +4. All right, so then that should look accurate. All right, so, yep. Yarvik, what would you like to do?
It seems like it's going to be faster to try to crawl out the side than it is going to be to cut through the net. So I'm going to pick the closest corner and just start crawling to it. See if I can get out as fast as possible.
Okay, so you attempt to move and are unable. You're tangled within the net. So when it came down, it pinned you down, and there's heavy rocks on each side of it that are kind of weighing you down. So let's see. You can make a strength check to try and free yourself by pulling yourself out. So go ahead and make a strength check then if that's what you're trying to do. Okay. So you're able to force your way through the edge of this net and make your way out. You are still prone.
He's grumbling and complaining about falling for such a stupid trick. It's like, why did I not see this?
By the way, Ulrich, you are able to walk on top of the net easily.
Nice.
Just letting you know.
I will make sure not to walk on top of Roger.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
Yeah, that wouldn't be as easy.
I have lots of pointy stuff.
Is that the whole turn, or do I have any? I guess that would be that would be the whole turn.
So you used your action to get out of the... I would say you used a strength action to move out of the net. So you still have a move action.
Just stand up and try to get my bow out.
Yeah, so standing up
Oh,
would
yeah.
be your second. Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I know where the arrows were shot from? Like which trees?
From above the leaf coverage.
So I don't know like which exact spots. I just got like a general idea.
Yeah.
Fudge. Okay. I guess I'll in that general direction, like the general area where the arrows came from.
Mm-hmm.
Where would that be at? Like, would it be like over here somewhere, or?
So, since there were 6 arrows shot, you're looking for the 2 that were shot at you, I'm assuming?
No, the one that hit Jordan.
Oh, the one that hit Jordan, was somewhere, and I'm just gonna somewhere in this vicinity.
Okay. Zippo's going to move over to here. He is going to...
It was also at an angle, so it was definitely high up.
How high are we
shooting
thinking? Probably about, what, 10, 15 feet up the air?
These trees are quite tall. The canopy kind of reaches up. The leaf coverage starts at about 15 feet, yes.
Okay. There's a little bit of a damper on my plan. Oh, maybe it doesn't, because I got the... Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to take my bonus action to use my Storm Sorcery perk. And so, everybody will see Wind lift Zippo 10 feet up into... or 5 feet up into the air. So, he is closer to the trees. And he will then Burning Hands that area of the tree.
Okay, so could you mark for me where your burning hands is?
Yeah, just to double check everything. You said it was like in this general area?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just do like a straight 15 feet like that way.
So
So,
is
like-
burning hands a cone?
Yeah,
or
it's
is
a
it
cone effect.
Okay, it's not a
You want to
touch.
do it up?
Yeah, it's like up in the air towards that general area. So like,
Could you
Zippo will
click
go,
on burning hands so I can see it?
Yeah.
Thin sheet of
Oh,
flames.
this one does ignite any flammable objects.
15-foot cone. Okay. So you're doing it at a kind of like a, so it's
So
not
like if
straight out from you, it's diagonally up. So
yeah,
it's
so like if the tree is here, Zippo would be 5 foot up, like right here, like he'd fly up 5 feet, and he would just shoot it like that way up into the trees.
yeah, I'm
it's
just
like
trying to
much
think of how many
duplicated.
squares that would affect since it's at an angle instead of straight out for a
Or
cone.
you can do it straight up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I went up 5 feet so that I could try to get as much possibility of hitting somebody as possible.
Yeah, it's tough to do cones at an angle, isn't it? Let's see. I'll make this okay. The tree ignites on fire. Could you roll me damage?
12 fire damage. And any person that might have a chance of getting hit has to, or that is in the area would make a DC 14 save or take. If they fail to save, they take 6. If they pass, they take 12.
Fair enough. That's a D12. I need a D20. Okay.
You can keep the D12. I like those odds of me getting the full damage on that.
I'm sure you do.
And then after I do that, I will float back down the rest of the 5 feet.
Okay.
I
So
don't take any fall.
literally what happens is you it's kind of like Doomfist in Overwatch, except instead of like a blast of like spikes coming out of your fist, you like go up and you do a or like a and like fire jets out and starts burning the tree, this is the tree that's on fire at the moment.
And as Zippo lands, he'll be like, I will set this whole forest on fire if you do not come out here.
It only took to the second turn of the first round for things to start catching on fire.
Well, I was like, do I want a thunder wave or do I want a burning hands? And I was like, burning hands would be way more efficient. So, yeah. And that's Zippo's turn.
All right. Jordan is going to move around behind this tent. And let's see here. So many moving parts. I hadn't considered what Jordan might want to do. He's going to... Well, none of his spells really do him any good, and he doesn't have a ranged item.
If he could help me get out from underneath these nets here.
Yeah, all right. So he pulls out his dagger, since it's a slashing weapon, and tries to slash at the net to try and free you from it. So he starts sawing at the net, and the area that he's sawing at, it seems pretty resilient to his slashing. It's not cutting like he would like it to. With that, he starts playing some music. He pulls out some sort of handheld musical instrument that he kind of puts into his mouth and starts blowing it. It looks kind of like a metal bar. You've seen him play it around the fire a couple times, and he said that he learned how to play it in prison. And he inspires Zippo with bardic inspiration.
By the time we leave here, this whole forest is just going to be ash.
Ooh, boy. You know, we have to get out of the forest too, right?
Didn't think that far ahead. That's more of a burn everything now, worry about consequences later kind of thought.
It's a good thing there's a cave here.
All right. That's it for Jordan. Roger?
Unlike Jordan, I'm not super confident in unlike Yarvik, I'm not super confident in my ability to muscle my way out from underneath this net. So, is there anything else I can do to escape? Jordan didn't seem too confident about cutting it.
So you can try and break the net like Jordan tried to do, maybe with better success, or you can force your way out of it. Otherwise, you're stuck.
I'm going to try and cut my way out of the net.
Okay.
I've got some knives here. We can do that. How about a 27?
That's a hit.
I assume I can't critical hit an inanimate object.
Of course you can. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's no critical like organ on a net, right? So even if you could argue that there's a critical binding that might, if you hit it, it might come apart. No, yeah, there's no crit.
All right, and sword damage. No sneak attack, obviously.
No.
So 10 points of damage.
Okay, so you slash the section that you're in and are able to get out. You also end up in the process slashing the area below you as well. So you have a 10-foot gash in this 10 by 10 net. So even if Yarvik had not been able to free himself, you just made a spot he could have gotten out of.
In that case, I'm going to use my move to stand up.
Okay.
I'll take my rogue bonus action to hide,
Okay.
since I'm at least lightly obscured being in the mouth of the cave here. Another 15. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Another volley of arrows comes pelting down from the canopy. These all seem to be a little bit more directed, and there seem to be a lot more of them. Four crossbow bolts hit Zippo. Zippo, you take 17 points of damage as you are pincushioned. They are sticking out from mostly your front, but also your sides as well.
We see where these are coming from.
From the canopy, like through the leaves.
So even after the second volley, we don't still have a great idea of where they're coming from.
Not really. Not without really studying that canopy.
Well, it's on fire now, so
Yeah, a section of it is, yes.
we'll just wait.
Belzian, oh my friends. It seems like the forest is on fire and our friend Zippo is being pincushioned. Let me come and help you. And he moves out in front of Zippo to maybe try and deflect some of the arrows that might come his way. In the meantime, he's going to take an action to try and spot any of the bandits in the trees. Since he has darts to attack, but that's about it. So let's do a perception. Yeah, he's unable to discern where they might be at this point. In fact, the smoke from the fire is actually not helping. Ulrich.
God damn it. Could at least talk to us. That's 4 squares, I believe. That I've just moved.
3.
3. Okay. And he is going to. He doesn't have a lot of options here. He is going to.
Would you like me to describe what you saw in the cave before?
Yeah, maybe that would be a better.
So in the cave, you saw a Y intersection. One curved and rose to the right and was a smaller passage. The rest of the cave widened and curved to the left and went slightly down. You saw some evidence of other rooms as well as some bars to suggest cages further down.
Yeah. I mean, we could go in there, but
I'm just giving you details because you were the only one that actually made it into the cave.
Right, right.
I meant to do that on your turn, but I had started you and you had started moving, so.
It's all good. Yeah, I think he would have still gone this way because going deeper in potentially just traps us. He would.
Favor Friends, thanks for the raid with a party of 8. Welcome. And Basil, welcome to the stream. How are ya? Hey, everyone. They're currently raiding a bandit camp, so you're in good company.
Correction, we're currently about to burn down a bandit camp.
I was going to
And
say
a
we're currently
forest.
being raided by a bandit camp.
Semantics, right?
The horses, are they? They're tied up, or?
Yeah, they're tied up.
Shoot them.
Okay, so he moved 3. Okay, that looks like 60. He'll use a dash action to get over here.
Okay.
With the intent to start tying up the horses. Or untying the horses, rather.
Okay. You can see they're tied with a basic knot that, when pulled, it comes free, as if
Great.
The need to untie it in a hurry, it's easily able to do. It seems like the tie is actually tied to like a piece of wood that's been like a stake that's been nailed into the tree's trunk.
Great.
Since these
Yeah,
are there's no like low hanging branches, it's all tall, high trees.
He had to use an action to dash, so
Yeah.
that'll be
That'll be
be
for
him.
next time. But I will say that that would be a bonus action to pull
okay. Cool to know.
for the future.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Back to the top of the round, we have Yarvik.
Okay, Jorvik is seeing the fiery explosions and stuff behind him, and then watching Zippo take some arrows. I'm going to move behind the wood pile.
Okay.
To my south, take cover there, and I am going to try and I'm going to try. Apparently, holding down control changes what you do. Who'd have thought? I'm going to just start scanning the tree line, see if I can and see if I can see some of these guys. So that would be what, perception? Or...
Yes. And tell me what area that you're perceiving at, like what area you're looking for bandits.
So the area that just hold Zippo with 4 arrows. So that would be what would draw my attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so perception. You kind of see that there is some sort of planking system that's being uncovered by the fire. Let's see here. Let me draw it for you. Can you see that all right?
Yep.
All right, so you see planking system there, and it's more like a rope bridge that's like made out of and intertwined with branches. It's very cleverly hidden. But now you know what to look for. You're sure you'll probably be able to spot more of those. And in uncovering that, you also see that there is one bandit.
Okay. If between the movement and the perception, can I still take a shot at him, or am I out of moves?
Usually perception is an action.
Okay. Okay. So instead, I would just shout, "Hey!" and point. "Hey, there's one."
Let me just double check that here. Yeah, that would be your action.
Okay. So I'm just gonna try to get as much people, Jordan, Roger, whoever, Belsian, who's ever near there, and try to point out the bad guy.
All right, Zippo.
Seeing that the bandit is uncovered and angry that he's been shot with arrows.
So he can see the bandit. He's not uncovered for you.
Oh, I figured he pointed him out.
He's pointing at him, but from where you are, it's a different angle, correct?
Well, then I guess that changes what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's a little tough to like uncover for one person, but not another. But you see what I'm saying.
I at least see the bridge, right? Where like I
you do see toward the edge here that the bridge is slowly catching at the moment.
Sweet.
Like some of the branches have fallen off and uncovered portions of the bridge.
Get to cover, you fool!
You talking about me?
Yes, Mr. Pincushion.
That's a fair, adequate exception. Yes. I guess I'll take my bonus action to cause the gust of wind again, so I can fly 10 feet. So I'll fly over here first, and then as I do that, I'll cast Armor of Activus on myself.
Okay.
So I get 10 temp HP. Ooh.
And the 10 cold, what's that?
If someone were to hit me with melee damage, they would take 10 cold damage right now.
Good to know.
And then once I do that, I will take the rest of my movement to move over to Jordan. So I can kind of be right here. And then that'll be it for me.
Jordan, at this point, he's going to do a perception check. All right. Now, since you are right next to him, he's going to attempt to point out that he sees two guys. The second of which being right here, close to that big tree. So he points out this one and this one to you, Zippo.
Okay.
At that point, he's gonna actually do healing for you. Now, I guess I can't because I just used my action to spot.
No, some of the, I don't know. I think healing is a healing word that's a bonus action, or is
I'm
it
checking that right now?
Yeah, healing
it's
word
a
bonus action.
Yeah. He'll upcast that at second level. know why I didn't do it at second level. Let me roll it one more time. There we go. Alright, it rolled the 2, so it worked out. So yeah, it's a 10 HP back. Let's get a little bit of music going here. Okay. So, who is next? Let's see here. We've got Roger next. Go ahead.
With Roger being pretty close to Zippo and Jordan, can he see the folks that have been pointed out, or no?
You saw him point out. Yeah, I would give that to you.
Alright. And the bridge over here is the one that's starting to catch on fire. Is that right?
The tree that's adjacent to that one, yes.
I'm gonna shoot this guy. I don't know if he could still see me.
Which guy?
But if this guy,
Okay, all right.
I don't know if he saw me after I got up and hid. We're gonna shoot him. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
7 piercing damage, and an extra 8 if I am stealthed from this perspective.
He is able to see you, so there is no sneak attack, unfortunately. Your stealth didn't beat his spot.
In that case, I'm going to move for my regular action and use my bonus action to hide again now that I'm in a different spot.
Okay.
23.
Looks like the shadows of the cave are masking your presence a bit better. That's great.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. These two jump down and land, tumbling down and landing in front of Belzian. And they both attack Belzian. I believe those are both hits. They are. And they deal 7 damage to Belzian. At the same time, as if in coordination, other bandits begin dropping down as well. Come on. All right. Yep. This guy here actually does not make his jump down, his athletics check, and injures himself. landing down on the ground, like coming down on his knee, basically. But the others all land nimbly like ninjas. This guy moves up to Ulrich. This guy moves up to Jordan. This guy hides behind this tree. Takes cover behind it. Takes cover behind this tree. He's not moving. He takes cover behind this tree. Alright, that's the bandit's turn. Belzian strikes back with a flurry of blows. And hits. So he's gonna use 1 Kai point for that. And those 2 blows. Oof. Does 10 damage to this guy here, who actually dies because he was injured prior. Thanks to Roger. He goes down. By the way, when the bandits screamed out when they were landing, they said, "For the shades of retribution," in unison as they jumped. It kind of echoed through the woods. Ulrich.
All right. Well, now that he has someone up in front of him, he's gonna pummel the shit out of this guy. He draws his family axe and gets to hit him. 23.
23 hits.
Alright, so that's going to be 13 slashing damage, and as a bonus action, he also... What is it? Or, sorry, not as a bonus action, but he's going to burn a spell slot to Divine Strike him. So, first level for a additional 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
For 7. And... yeah, it's going to be it for now.
Okay, without a shadow of a doubt. Go ahead.
Sorry, I guess as a bonus action, he'll free that horse.
Okay.
He's near.
So you didn't use the family. You didn't use the action. It was an action to burn, not a bonus action.
To use my axe as an action to attack, and Divine Smite to free things.
Okay. I'm just making sure it wasn't a bonus.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right, and the horse is freed. And since there is violence and it smells the blood of death from you cleaving and smiting this dude, it makes its way off this way instinctively down the path as soon as you free it. The other horses begin straining on their leads as well, close by this one and this one.
He will move. There's enemies here, so he's actually going to move closer to the enemies. Much as he, I mean, that's a horse there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll move close to it. And leave it at that.
Okay. Yarvik, top of the round.
I'm gonna take aim at the guy beside Belzian. I'm gonna use my sharpshooter feat. So it'll be a -5 to my attack roll, and then if it lands, it'll be a +10 to the. There it is.
Okay, yeah, the -5 to your attack and +10 to the damage. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, so that's your normal attack, so -5 of that would be 16.
Yep.
That will be a hit.
Okay. +10, which would be 23.
Goes right between his eye. It goes right in one of his eyes, and he is quickly dispatched.
And then I'm gonna yell at Belzian to get to cover.
Okay, Zippo.
Okay, before Zippo goes anywhere, he's gonna look to Jordan. Does Jordan look like he's confident in fighting this guy he's head on with, or?
I mean, Jordan's held his own in the past.
Okay. Okay, Zippo's going to move here so he can kind of get a better view of everybody. And then he still doesn't feel very safe, so he's going to go and hit that dude, hopefully. Going to hit him with a Witch Bolt at second level. 22 hit.
22 hits, yes.
For 13 damage. 11 lightning to fire.
13 damage, okay.
And now me and him are connected with the Witch Bolt beam.
Right.
And now that we are connected, I will have my bonus action since I used a spell above first and move 10 feet closer to him with my fly. So I'll just fly directly right here to him. And that'll be Zippo's turn.
Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick. Okay, that was close. Good thing I drank all of the liquid in that cup. That was almost my new keyboard. Okay, perfect. I know what I need. Jordan is going to move 5 feet to square up with the bandit and makes an attack. Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
There we go. Yeah, I hit my mutant deafen button. Thank you. But the group could at least hear me the stream. So Jordan looks the guy up and down and says, "You look like you're wearing pajamas. You know that, right?" And all of a sudden the guy kind of strains in pain as he basically viciously mocks this black-clad man. Deals 3 damage. All right. Roger.
Looks like Jordan got out of the line of fire here. Zippo's got this guy targeted with the witch bolt, so he's not long for this world. The other guys are well within my range. I think I'm gonna aim for the one directly in front of Ulrich because he's not hiding behind any trees. From my
Yeah, he kind
perspective.
of faltered, right? So
Yeah. We'll shoot that guy. Does 27 hit?
27 hits, yes.
That's if I am stealth to him, then he's gonna take some extra damage. This is also a critical.
So I guess the question that I have, Shade, before I continue, is not that it matters for this hit. If he's shooting at somebody with an enemy between him and the person he's shooting, does that person has cover, correct?
Yeah, since he's going well, so there's actually, and I'm sorry, where he's here. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, arguably this guy has at least half cover, if not three.
I would say he has
three-quarter
three-quarters.
cover.
Yeah.
In which case it's a +4 to his AC.
Correct.
Crit, as you said, will.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, but I'm just making sure that like an enemy, like our friendlies, we can shoot through, but an enemy we can't. Correct.
That's up to you. But I would say any person, body, anything like that, rules as written, would be potential cover.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Because
So
imagine if they took someone hostage.
yeah, so you will get sneak attack, and this is also a critical.
I'll roll damage a second time then. So 7 and 7 is 15, 10 is 25, 8 is
You need 14.
33.
Seven-
32 then.
Because 7 7's 14, not 15.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
32 then.
Yep. 32. With your arrow, you shoot him expertly through the chest, and he is done. All right.
Stay where I am.
This bandit moves out of combat with Jordan. And
Did he disengage?
he did.
Ah.
And then begins climbing this tree. He, however, fails his climb check. Alright, so that disengage was his bonus. The climb was his move. His action, he he takes a horn and begins blowing into it. Starts echoing through the forest. Birds fly from the trees and spread out, and the noise of the forest begins again. It's no longer as quiet as it was. Things are disturbed.
Does he have total cover from me?
Can you see him from where you are? Let's see.
Yeah. Like I'm standing here, I can see.
Okay,
him,
so that's a tree stump. That's right. That's a tree stump here. My bad.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he did not try and climb that. He tried climbing this one, but still failed. So yeah,
Gotcha.
you can still see him though. Yeah. So for me, all of the trees are stumps. It's just one that's not. That's actually cut. But I have some illustrated and some not. The guy to your south, Ulrich, also climbs a tree. And then disappears from view up in the canopy. All right. Belzian is going to move back toward the cave. Slightly off from, so to not block Roger's view, knowing that he's the archer. And readies an action for if he sees any, because the dart is, the darts are not going to make this guy, I don't think. Are they? Let's see. Dart range. 60 feet. So the 20/60, does that mean that's max range?
Yeah, it's so 20 is how far you can go before it becomes disadvantage. 60 is how far you can go, period.
Got it. Alright, so it's going to be a disadvantage. But he's going to try it. He's going to throw a dart at Mr. Hornblower over there trying to silence him. Well, he rolled an 18, which is still a hit. He just got cheated out of a crit. Does 7 damage, which ends up being enough to kill the guy. Ulrich.
Yeah, so Ulrich saw the guy go up, and based on my view, there's no one else in sight of Ulrich, correct?
Looking at your view, there is no one else in sight now.
Okay. As a bonus action, he'll free this horse.
Okay.
And then he will move between these two horses with the intent to free them. I don't think anyone's in view still. So yeah. He would use, I mean, if you would allow it, he'd burn an action to free one of them.
I would give you, since it's a bonus action to free one, I'd let you free both of them with one action.
Okay. Well, thank you. He does. And that's his turn.
I'm having the horses move on your round since you're freeing them.
That does make sense.
And they're animals, so they have a low, initiative anyway, so it works. All right, so it's top of the round, but it is also 9 o'clock, so I think it's a good stopping point for a breather. So let's take a 10-minute break. We'll be right back.
See you soon.
Bye.
And we are back with our battle scene here at the bandit camp in the forests north of New Pod. That's a tongue twister. So we are at the top of the round. Yarvik, you are up.
I'm going to try to scan the canopy where the last guy that got away, that climbed up, that sounded the horn, see if I can see
So that was this guy. He is now deceased.
All right. So I don't have any other enemies that I can see right now. I'm going to try to move back into the cave.
Okay.
I'm just going to move up beside Roger. Keeping an eye out for any enemies or any other traps or anything that might, befall me this time.
Since you're doing the dish thing, would you like me to move you? Okay, you got it. Cool.
No, I'm done now. I just had to clean my plate off.
I got you. I just wanted to make sure. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Zippo, you're up.
Seeing as everybody else looks like they're going into the cave, I guess Zippo will head towards the cave.
Okay. I will, since you started the fire. Zippo started the fire. You notice that the flames are starting to smolder and go out. It is still a living tree. Some of the extra brush that was there was lit and spread, but it's starting to go out now.
Okay, I will, just for safekeeping, I'll create bonfire on that point right there to keep the fire going.
Okay. So could you create bonfire? Show me. Thank you. Create bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. So that's going to be at the base by the trunk.
I don't think it'd catch the whole trunk on fire. The leaves are really the flammable part.
The bark is pretty flammable usually too.
And we'll still do it there just to be safe. Maybe to catch the whole tree on fire. Does 3 fire damage.
Okay. I'll put a circle and I'll make sure that the... Okay, yeah, I'll do a circle right here. You know what? I'm going to undo that. I'm going to make it red. And that didn't change anything. Cool. Whatevs. That's fine. There's a bonfire there.
Lighting the tree on fire.
All right. The bark at the base of the tree starts becoming blackened and slightly charred as you as it smolders from the bonfire adjacent to it.
That's the ghost target.
Jordan reading the room. pulls back as well. Roger.
What can I see from at this point in the inside the cave?
Okay, so the same description that I gave to Shade earlier. There is a smaller passage that is to the right that curves in a curve around and an incline. And then to the left, there's a 10-foot wide passage that curves around to the left. You can see down the passage a few nooks to the left that curve out of sight immediately. And then at the very end of the passage, you can see before it curves, you can start seeing some metal bars.
I mean, I'm gonna go follow up the passage that's curving up to the right into the incline.
Okay.
Walk up that way wherever that happens to take us.
How far are you following it up?
I'm gonna go the full 35 feet that I have for movement, or until I see something different. Then I'll think about it from there.
All right. You come out up here, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. So you see that you're at, it curves up in kind of a U fashion and opens back up to that cave that you spotted earlier. You see ahead of you that there is a walkway built into the trees, and you see many walkways spreading out ahead of you in this canopy. Some are blocked by trees that jut up are in the way, but you can see some of what you were dealing with from below from up here. From the area that you're at, it's a pretty limited window because you're not fully out. You know what I mean? You're still about 5 feet or 10 feet from the opening, which is probably good because that means that nobody's really spotting you, but you can't also spot anybody else at this point.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to hide again now that I've relocated.
Okay.
14. And then I'll ready an action to shoot any hostiles that I see.
Okay. Bandit's turn. Dun, 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 dun. Ulrich, what's your AC? Ulrich?
Apologies, just double checking. It is a 16. I had to make sure I didn't have my shield equipped.
Okay. 2 of 3 attacks hit you, and you take 14 points of damage as 2 crossbow bolts hit you on the right arm. Yeah.
Yeah, he swears, and that's gonna be it for now.
Okay. Belzian retreats into the cave as well, taking Roger's spot. Ulrich.
So does Ulrich get the sense that maybe this forest won't burn down?
Um, it would take a lot of effort to continue a fire.
Yeah. He will use a dash action to get over here.
I could probably give you more with a nature check.
I think since he probably noticed his little pyro friends head to the cave, he's less concerned about all the horses dying in and needlessly in a fire.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he'd head this way.
I'll also note that you probably at this point could see some horses over to the right here too.
Yeah, I was aware of them.
Okay,
but,
just making sure.
Yep.
Figured since it was in your interests.
Yeah, but since they, I was leaving them for a cart in case we needed
Fair
to
enough.
cart. Yeah. Plus left some over here still. That'll be it.
Okay. Yarvik.
So I saw that Ulrich just got hit continuing from the tree line. So I'm gonna run. Well, I'm gonna move back to where Roger's at. See if I can make my way out onto or at least get a good vantage point onto the network of pathways above us.
Okay, so you're following Roger.
Correct. And then if I see, well, I guess I perceive that Roger's stealth, I'll try to hide myself as best I can as well.
Yeah, you're kind of in a 5-foot passage. You can't even see. You can see the light from the opening, but you can't really see the opening itself. You're pretty good from where you are.
Okay.
Zippo.
Can't really see where they shot from. So Zippo will just, I guess, he'll well, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. He will not move farther. He'll move out to like the edge of the cave, like to here.
Okay.
So that if any of them try to rush Ulrich, he can kind of like. So he's gonna move out and I guess ready in action to thunderclap if any of them get within 5 feet of him or Ulrich.
Okay.
That way he can try to. Well, let me move that a little bit. Didn't ready his action to do that. That way, if any of them come up like try to flank him, he can just kind of boom and hope that he can knock a couple out.
Yeah.
And that will be Zippo's turn.
Do you mind following Yarvik? And he'll spend a bardic inspiration on Roger. You can do it. You can do it. The end.
I feel inspired.
Speaking of Roger, it's your turn.
I still can't see anybody. Guess we're gonna inch forward up to the mouth of the cave and take another look.
Okay.
Now that we're
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move to the forest camp level 2. I'll position people the way they need to be, but basically any activity you guys see on the platforms that are down below, you won't be able to actually see. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta load it, so it won't take quite as much to load because there's a lot less there in one sense. But I just gotta allow it to load, and then I'm gonna move you guys over once I fix everything. All right. Pretty much, I think I have it recreated. Let me just double check.
Let me know if I need to refresh the map.
You will in just a moment. I think I have everybody placed correctly except for Belzian. So let me just make sure I have everything, and then I'll switch you guys over. The dual level experiment, right? All right, the map will be loading. So I guess Roger, you'll probably just want to reload. Unless you can see it.
I'm gonna refresh. I'll let you know when it's visible.
Can everybody see the new map?
Yes, I can.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. I'm still refreshing.
Cool.
I'm okay with delaying until it's past a few turns here for my thing to load, so we can just like get on with the
I
combat.
will say that you see a bandit about 40 feet in front of you.
In that case, if I have a clear line of shot, I would like to shoot it.
Okay.
Rolls are going to be in D&D Beyond because Roll20 is still loading. So, dice result of 5, so plus 7 will be a 12.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Then I'll dash backwards and hide.
Okay. Dashing back 5 feet and attempting to hide.
Yep. I'll get another roll here. Then 19 plus 9, so 28 for stealth.
Okay. All right, the bandits. For those of you who can see the map, the stump-looking things are like kind of like tree houses, like they're huts within the tree, like kind of canopied. You assume that that's where they kind of mounted and shot through as like almost like arrow slits, so that they would be able to see through but not be able to be seen as well. So anytime anybody's in a tree, like in a tree stump, you won't really be able to see them as well, or at least they'll have cover. If you're on top, if you're on bottom, you won't be able to see them at all. This guy's gonna move forward to investigate where the shot came from. All right. Ulrich, you said 16, right? Or 15?
16 without the shield.
Two misses. Zippo, you're 18?
15.
15, okay. I'm thinking of Belzine, I think. You got one hit. and take 5 damage. All right. Belzian is going to follow Jordan up. And kind of delays his action for if anybody comes through the passage, he'll move up to attack them. If basically if anybody comes into view here, he'll attack them. Ulrich, or wait, Belzian. Actually, I shouldn't. I should ask you, since you can now hear us, correct?
I'm like half here.
Okay.
What?
Are you okay with readying an action for if anybody comes close to attack?
That's actually exactly what I was going to do. It's like I'm there.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, Ulrich.
All right, Ulrich. I mean, he can. Yeah, he's going to. He can see this guy, right? Or no?
No. So none of the guys up there you can actually see. None of these walkways. One thing I will notate for you, Zippo, just for fun, is there is no longer a platform here for some reason.
One down, many to go.
I mean, he's going to.
Yeah, I basically load this map so that people who go up top can see what's going on.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought you said, but I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Triple check that.
Triple check.
Yeah, I guess he will try to scramble up, at least to be able to get a sight on someone. Would he be able to climb the wall up here?
You could give athletics and try and climb it. It is 20 feet, though.
Okay. Okay, so he would use 10 to even get there.
And climbing is half your move speed.
Right, so he could get, assuming if a 20 works, he could get 10 up.
Yep.
And that's where we leave him.
Would you want to use your dash to get the rest of the way up?
I think, wouldn't climbing itself be an action? Or no?
I would say that I'd give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna give it, I'll take it.
Yeah,
you'll get up there.
All right. I'm still going off of our ladder mechanics that we made up back in the day. So.
Yep. Yeah. So, and can he, at this level, see people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see everything now.
Great. So obviously he had to put his axe up to climb.
Yep.
So that's his turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Yarvik.
Okay, I'm going to take a step in front of Roger and see if I can see the enemy that he took a shot at.
Okay.
And apparently I can't, so I would like to take a shot at that guy.
Don't you love lighting mechanics? It's just so great.
It is a really neat skill or thing. Oops. Use that one again.
Okay.
So that would be 11.
That's a miss.
Okay. And then, well, I moved and then shot, so I guess I'll
You only moved 5 feet, so.
I'll try to scoot back a little bit. Just kind of scoot back around the corner.
Okay.
Kind of take cover back behind the corner. Cursing under my breath.
Zip to the O.
I'm not confident in my climbing skills, so seeing how everybody else is going this way, I'm going to go through the cave.
Okay.
And so from the cave entrance to where Belzian is, how many feet is that?
It would be 10 feet.
10 feet? Alright, cool. So I'll get up to the 10 feet where he is,
Mhm.
and then if I can sneak past everybody, that'll be 25 feet total. I can get to here, and seeing as I can see that guy, I'm going to try to shoot him in the face with an Eldritch Blast. Let's hope. I definitely do not hit,
Nope.
and then I will be very angry with myself and sit here.
So you will be, at that point, occupying the same square as Roger.
I have to move up then, because I don't have enough movement to go back.
Because are you small?
Yeah, I'm small.
Then I think you can occupy the same space as medium creature. Is that correct?
2 size difference.
2 sides. Okay, then never mind. I was incorrect. I thought so, but I wanted. I also had a kind of something bug in the back of my head. So there we go. But Roger can shoot over Zippo, so there's at least that. I guess Jordan's gonna take this point to also give some bardic inspiration to Yarvik. So that means that if you need to, you can roll. You can do more for your thing. So if you are doing an attack roll that you can see within 5 feet of you, they must take a con save or take thunder damage. Or you can choose to do a 1d6 adding to your roll to say you rolled a 11 and you wanted to get a 12. If you have that 1d6, you're guaranteed to make at least the 12 because that's a +1, right? So does that make sense? You basically add a 1d6 to your d20 roll.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, Jordan's motive potential gives it things that are special. So like if you're using it for an ability check, you get to roll it again and you roll with advantage. If you're doing it for saving throw, you gain temporary hit points equal to the number of dice rolled +4. So like there's a whole bunch of different things. So it's just depending on what you want to use it for. All right, and that's gonna end Jordan's turn. He's kind of staying back. He doesn't want to get in anybody's way. Which brings us to Roger. Can you see yet, Roger?
Yes.
Perfect.
So all 3 of the folks that we can see are still alive and moving around.
Yes.
I guess I'll shoot the closest one, right? Since he doesn't have to cover.
Correct.
Am I still considered hidden, or?
You are still considered hidden, yes. You've got a 26 to your stealth. That's going to be a hit.
24 hit.
Yeah.
Let's get that Sweet sneak attack damage. 19 in total.
Okay. Dang. He's dead.
And I don't know if I really want to move forward. And I could get right up in this guy's face, but I don't know how helpful that would actually be.
I will say that this platform is the same level as the grassy ledge that Ulrich is on. So there is space on either side of the hole.
Yeah, but I'd be opening myself up to getting shot at.
Yes.
Everyone that's behind me can totally just walk past. I'm gonna stay where I am for now. Once people get up ahead of me, maybe I'll dash off to the side.
Okay. All right. All right, I'm gonna add dynamic lighting to this guy so I can see if he sees you. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Ulrich's a better target. So, no offense.
None taken.
Ulrich, you get hit by a crossbow and take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Zippo, you are actually going to get attacked by this guy. He misses. All right. Zippo take 8 points of damage from a crossbow. How you looking?
I finally lost my temp HP and 1 irregular HP.
Nice. All right. Belzian, it's up to you.
Hey, hello. Pardon me, Mr. DM. Could you please move in my stead? I'm just doing a thing.
Of course. Belzian, yeah, I basically just did that just to check in on you, make sure you're good with that still. Or you can feel free to just speak up when you are ready to not be puppeted anymore. That's fine too.
Thank you. No.
Yeah, there's not really much Belzian really feels like. I don't want to put him into too much harm's way, but I also feel like Belzian would be best up front and center.
Oh, yeah, sir. I can't see the stream or the map at the moment, but
Right.
I would say please advance Belzian. He's the Dex tank.
Right.
Belzian, protect. Sorry, I'm also playing Dungeons and Dragons right now.
Okay. Belzian's gonna move his full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7, 8. And then he's going to use a bonus action with his Kai to dash forward and attack. And he got a critical. So let's roll that twice. What was that? Okay, so 8. What? One d4. Okay, so he rolled. Okay, and then double that. So 13 damage to this guy. Oops. Yeah, Belzian. All right. Ulrich.
All right. Since Ulrich is now up here, he's going to draw sword and shield.
Okay.
I think it does take an action to doff a shield, if memory serves. So that'll probably be it for him on that level, but he's now got an AC 18, and he's also going to cast a bonus action, Wrathful Smite. And that'll be it. He is also going to, sorry, I should say, move. He can do that. 1, 2.
It does take an action to down a shield, yes.
Yep. 3. Sorry, I'm just moving here because I can't really seem to. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah, he's just kind of backing up Belzian.
Okay. I will give you one more square of movement because you did have the freedom to. It's just the way the wall was wonky.
Oh no, I think I accounted for that.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
counting
start
it out,
recounting until I got
1,
back.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd have one more.
I don't think though. Can I move? Because I feel like I'm right behind.
Yeah,
Belzian.
you wouldn't be able to. You're right. Fair enough.
Cool. That's his turn.
Yarvik. Uh-oh. Can you hear us, Yarvik?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
Just gonna take another shot, I guess.
Okay. So from where you are, you move forward and you are basically where Zippo is right now.
Yeah. So I'm assuming he's gonna be obscured.
You also see ahead of you, you've got 2 people.
That's what I mean. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to move up behind them, see if I can get a shot on the guy on the left.
Yeah, left or maybe even the guy on the right.
Try the guy on the right. Regular shot this time.
Yeah, that will. So he does have partial cover, but you still beat his AC.
Okay. I believe as a trait, the other part of that. I don't think you have to declare it, but I believe that as a mastered ranged weapon, you can ignore partial or half a partial cover. Or
So attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls.
Your range
And your
attack-
roll range attack, ignore half cover or 3/4 cover. Yeah, so I've been accounting that for other rolls, but since you said you weren't using sharpshooter for this one, or have you changed your mind there?
So I guess the question is does that is that kind of like an innate skill, not part of the declared skill of I want to use the -5 penalty and +10, or is
Yeah,
that
so anytime you want to use it, you got to let me know. Otherwise, I'll say that I'll account for it as a normal attack. Because, that disadvantage you don't want to always have, I assume. Like, sometimes you want to hit, right? So, or want to guarantee a hit.
Right, no, this is a regular attack. The attack as it stands.
Okay, and feel free to, if I ask, is that a sharpshooter or not, or if you wanted it to be a sharpshooter, but you failed to mention that till at this point, that's still okay to say, and I'll still give it to you. It's more like, oh, last round, that was actually a sharpshooter hit, so it should have been a plus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as long as it's still your round, it's still we can still do whatever you wanted to do. I just want to make sure I understand properly. That's all. So 16 does hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Okay. 9 damage. Nice. And that's good to know with sharpshooter being able to ignore both cover and disadvantage. That's a very powerful thing.
Yeah, it's quite a feat. It's once you get it to read it and start to use it, I like it.
Yeah. Zippo.
Zippo's going to. If he moves to here, onto the ledge, can he see these guys that are?
If you can see them on the map,
here?
you can see them.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to sit here and hopefully hit somebody with an Eldritch Blast. Assuming I can actually, hit one.
Yeah, so I'll describe again what you guys are seeing. Basically, you're seeing a network of bridges between treehouse huts of varying sizes, some smaller, some much larger, this being the largest here where the large tree was down below, you recall. You see the archers that have been peppering you guys for some time positioned and getting closer to positioning of where you guys are. So you're attacking this guy with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I missed.
That's a 10, so that's a no. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast is failing me today.
Anything else?
That'd be off. No, that's it. That's all Zippo can do.
All right. Anybody hurt right now? I guess Ulrich is, but he's still too far ahead. Zippo's a little hurt, but only by 1, right?
Oh no, Zippo's still hurt. He just lost. He was lost to. He's
Okay.
10 points down, but he lost 1 HP off his 10 hit points
Right, got it.
because they were making up for his original hit points until he lost them.
Yeah. Okay. Not wanting to get in the way of the line. And since he doesn't have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to get past there. He's gonna delay an action for he's gonna delay till after Roger shoots. He's gonna. Can I guess I can't do a move and heal as part of my ready to action.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna move forward. $60 should get me here. He says It looks like you're up a tree, and he attacks that guy. Makes a wisdom save. And he kind of like winces at the bad joke. Does 4 damage. Nice. Best I could do. Thank you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you. It's my hotkey on my left hand, on my right hand side, and I seem to be bumping it tonight for some reason. All right. Bandits. The bandit where Belzian is going to attack Belzian.
Does Roger get a turn?
Yeah, Roger goes after Jordan.
Okay,
We
I
see
must
it.
have hit the arrow twice. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Good catch.
gonna move forward now that the line of sight is obscured.
Oh yeah, so Jordan moves back. This is after he does his vicious mockery. Yeah.
I'm still gonna move forward.
Fair enough. Gives you more range of motion though.
So what can I see from?
Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I was. So we're gonna move out here.
So that is not the. That's the edge of the cliff. So you'll need to be up here to be on top of the cliff. Otherwise, you're in
okay.
open air.
All right. I will stand on whatever square allows me to be up on the
There-
cliff.
that's good.
I guess we're shooting at this guy because there's a bunch of people in the way of the other person.
Okay.
I want to spend that bardic inspiration.
Okay.
It's 1d6.
Yes. You've got a hit.
Right. 7 damage. 8 if he hasn't noticed me yet.
He has.
Figured.
But he's dead anyway.
Cool. I'm gonna take my dash action. It's my bonus here and go back into the hole.
Okay. Now it's the bandit's turn. I've already rolled the attack for Belzian. Belzian's AC is 18, so that misses.
Wow.
This guy makes a leap and lands here. And moves up to kind of counter the incursion. All right. Zippo, you're 15, right?
Yep.
8 damage. Yarvik, what's your AC?
16.
Miss. Ulrich is you've got the shield now, so what's that now?
What's an 18?
18.
18.
Oh, he crits. And rolls double ones for his damage, so 8 damage. The guy who leapt has some silver lining on his black costume. As an aside. Belzian's turn. Belzian attacks the guy he was attacking.
Oh, I'm sort of here. Am I attacking the guy on the left who is apparently not silver lining?
Yes.
How is he looking? Unscathed?
He's looking damaged. You critted him last time, so.
Yeah. Okay. Attack, please, and bonus action attack too.
Oh, so you want a flurry of blow?
No, just a regular second attack.
Yeah, when you're a monk, you can also
Got it.
just do
Yeah.
Double slappers,
Ham.
just like the GoldenEye days.
Okay, both attacks hit. And he does 12 damage, doing a nice sound blow that makes him stiffen and fall out of the tree.
See ya. Do I still have movement on this turn?
You have not moved yet.
Okay. Am I able to position myself where that guy used to be?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right. Ulrich.
Ulrich will then position himself where Belzian was.
Yeah.
And he is... Just going to double check. I think these guys are all... Yeah, a little too far away. He's going to go for that strike against... This is the one with the silver, correct?
You're blinking somewhere else on the map over there for me, but
I wasn't trying to blink.
Just to the right.
Yeah, the guy in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Gonna go for that attack. 21.
All right. He tries to parry you, but you manage to overwhelm him with your axe, and you push through.
Great. So a number of things are going to happen with this hit. First things first, 10 bludgeoning damage. Second, we're going to blow a spell slot to deal an additional 2d8 radiant damage, so 11 there. And then finally, I had my Wrathful Smite on. And that is an additional... So that's a few things. I'll actually link that. It deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage, so 3 psychic. If the target's a creature, it must make a whiz save or be frightened of me until the spell ends. And as an action, it can make wisdom check again if it is frightened to try and steal its resolve. My DC is 14. Wisdom, please.
Okay. Cool.
So 24 damage all in all.
Yep, 24 it is.
And just needed to make a wisdom save.
I have made one.
Awesome. And that's...
I actually rolled the wrong thing.
We'd much rather if you didn't make your wisdom saves, actually.
Well, an attempt. I'd like
I
you
made
to
the
attempt.
roll, is what I should say.
Yes. Don't think... Yep, that's definitely it for him.
Okay. Yarvik.
I'm going to do my best halfling odd job impression. I'm going to slide over. I'm not going slappers. We don't have proxy mines available, so I'm going to take a shot. I feel like Belzian and Ulrich have this guy, the silver guy, pretty well in hand. I'm going to take a shot at the guy over.
Oh, you can't move there. That's down below.
Oh, never mind. I say okay. I couldn't see the path.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, just kind of stand on the edge. I still have a clear shot to him, so
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and take a shot at that guy. Ignore the second roll. Just
Yeah, I mean they're both the same roll anyway. Crazy enough. That's gonna be a hit.
okay.
It's like these canopies don't even matter.
Do for Zippo.
What was that?
So they do for Zippo, sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, 11 piercing damage for this doodle out here. Anything else, Yarvik?
Nope, I am fine right there. Just gonna try to back these guys up.
Zippo.
Okay, this dude is exactly 60 feet away from me,
He
thankfully.
is.
So I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Mind Spike on him. Here's what it does. There we go. So he has to make a DC 14 Wisdom save or take 11 psychic damage. If he makes it, he takes half.
He does not make it.
And on a failed save, I always know his location now.
Okay. So 3d8. You said 11?
Yep.
Okay. Ouch.
That's all Zippo can do.
Jordan. At this point, he's going to come up and give you some healing. He's not even worried about it anymore. He's going to give a first level healing word. It's +6. And he'll step to the side here. Roger?
Alright. I think Jordan is standing in the place that I was using to shoot people from. Is there more room on the ledge past Zippo? Over to the other side? Like, over here?
Say that one more time.
Is there more room on the ledge, like over here
Yes.
past
Mhm.
Zippo?
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how far away these guys are. Oh, well within range. Okay.
Thanks for that, Atomic. I fixed it.
I think I'm actually going to shoot the furthest one. This guy over here. So, huzzah! Does 22 hit?
Which guy are you attacking? This guy?
Uh,
This guy. Okay, the guy that
yeah.
Zippo hit. I'm looking at a few different things, so forgive me. Yeah, that's a hit.
Alright. 7 piercing damage.
Cool. He's looking bloodied.
And then I'm going to use my dash to go hide back in the cave.
Okay.
I got the mobility, I'm going to use it.
All right. Mr. Scimitar. Well, they've all got scimitars when they're not wielding their short bows, but the guy in front of Ulrich is going to attack him.
All right.
He misses.
He's brave.
And he's going to disengage. After he attacks to here. Actually, no. He'll go all the way. He'll go all the way. So you can get that sweet, sweet cover. Basically, he's trying to minimize the amount of people attacking him at the same time.
Smart.
Doesn't want to become part of a meat grinder situation. Jordan's going to get attacked. Oh no, Jordan, no! Says everybody. And gets hit. I think. Yeah. Full damage. Takes 9 points of damage. Belzian is getting attacked by middle guy. Misses. Left guy is going to attack Zippo again. And misses. Not a great round for me.
I think that was an excellent one.
Belzian, do you wish to move forward?
That guy ran really far away, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Well, I will pursue.
Okay.
Belzian gets 40 feet of movement, unless something happened when I wasn't paying attention.
You still get 40 feet of movement. But
Huzzah!
when you get here, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Please do it on my behalf.
Yes.
Mobile Life.
I'm working on it.
So, thank you so much for all your continued assistance, and to all of you for putting up with me.
You make it. You jump backward as the platform breaks out from under you and collapses.
Who built this thing?
So just pretend that bridge is no longer there, because I can't delete it at the moment.
What bridge?
All right, so you've only moved 5 feet, and then had to make a reflex.
All right. There's that little platform a little bit to the southwest there. What's that about?
That's about
10
10
feet
feet,
away?
yeah. And you've already
Y'all-
seen Mr. Silver demonstrate a nice leap from here to the bridge. So you know it's possible.
Do you think it's doable? If I move what's that, 5 feet over to the left there, and then try to jump, bridge the gap.
Yeah. In fact, that would
Let's do it.
really, that would just be it would be 10 foot. It would be less than 10 feet, but it would be 10 foot.
I would like to attempt to bridge the gap with
So that's
jumping.
going to be an acrobatics. Or athletics. Let's see.
In case I don't make it and fall down to the ground, can I also do a flip?
So, when you make a standing long jump, you can leap half the distance, 5. Jump the number of feet up to your strength score. So your strength. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you'll make that. So you kind of do like a flip in the air to jump over.
That's right. That's how you get the momentum. It doesn't just look cool. It's practical.
All right. So you've made it across.
Cool. I will beckon everybody else to come on over. If I have any movement left.
I'd say that's probably going to be it for you, yeah.
And if I can, I guess, ready defense, but I don't think that's going to do much. So that's probably my turn.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Ulrich is going to 1, 2. I know that bridge isn't there. Oh, man. Just to... Yeah, no, that wouldn't make any sense otherwise. One more square. Okay. Ulrich is going to...
I will notate something based off of your abilities.
Yep.
When the guy attacked you, he seemed pretty affected by your presence, which might be one of the reasons why he backed off.
Okay, that does.
I did say otherwise, but that's kind of also your insight on it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't think I can make that jump right now. Although, sorry, I was thinking one thing. I measured wrong the first time, which is why you should use the tool and not your eyes. Checking something. 1, 5. That's not going to get me anywhere. Yeah, I think I'll still go up to the edge here, and then we'll just spend the action to patch up some wounds on myself with lay on hands, just 5 points of healing back.
Okay.
And that will be the action.
Yarvi.
Okay, I'm Mr. Silver Sheen guy. He says, "Where are you going?" Oh, I don't want to cast that. I want.
Okay, so you are trying to ensnare him with your shot.
Indeed.
It's a bonus action on top of you shooting at him. So you rolled the piercing part. You got a critical.
Yeah, I was trying to post that, not actually do the skill yet, but
Yeah.
okay, very nice.
All right, so I got to make a DC 12. This is silver, so let's see. I actually probably... Yeah, come on. Okay. So I do make that based off of what I rolled and what his dex plus is. So you do roll damage from your longbow, or is that the piercing? No, that's the... No, okay, so the 1d, you get 4 from the piercing damage of the vines if it's successful. So, writhing mass, succeed on strength saving throw, be restrained. Oh, this is a strength, not a dex. Excuse me. I rolled a... Okay. Yeah, I still made it. So, I'm not restrained, but you still did hit. So roll double damage because it's still a critical, remember. Okay, so 20 damage.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Anything else?
Nope. I'm good right there. Just gonna keep covering those guys.
Sounds good. Oh, zip.
Let's hope Eldritch Blast doesn't want to mess me over today any more than it already has. And I'm going to shoot at the guy I've been shooting at.
Mm-hmm.
19?
That's a hit.
Finally, 14 force damage and 2 fire damage.
And he goes down. No more mental link.
No more mental link. That will be it for Zippo. Finally got an Eldritch Blast off.
Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
No movement or anything?
No, I'm comfortable here. I can see pretty much everybody. So.
Cool. Jordan is going to pick up the crossbow from the bandit here, and takes his remaining bolts as well. So he finally has a ranged weapon, and that's going to be it for him. He's tired of not being able to do much. Roger.
All right. I'm going to move back out into the space where we can see what's going on. Actually, I'm going to be on this side. We've got a clear shot from this side. This guy's been hit before, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's been hit by a lot of things.
We're going to shoot him. Maybe. If we might shoot him with a 13. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Okay.
Also, I missed doing a wisdom saving throw on his last movement, so I'm going to do that now. Actually, you know what? I'll just count that for his next action because bandits are next. I missed it. It's my fault. Anything else, Roger?
Yeah, we're going to dash back into the hidey hole here.
Okay.
With the bonus action, because we can.
Of course. Doesn't want to get hit by the bandits. This bandit's going to attack Bilzian.
Are they attacking with?
a crossbow.
Okay. Can I use my reaction to attempt to deflect it?
You can.
Hey.
So deflecting, you use your reaction to deflect or catch a missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8. If you reduce damage to 0 and have a free hand, you can spend 1 Kai point to make a ranged attack with a range of 2060 to basically send it back. That's pretty interesting. So that's
If I'm
deflect
with
missiles.
Because that would be really fun.
Say that again?
If I'm within that range, can I try the throw
Yeah.
it back? And
So
I'm successful,
let
of
me
course.
see what he does for damage. Okay. So he does, I'll be open about this, an 8. So 1d10 plus 8 is what you need to reduce it by. You reduce it by 11, meaning that you have reduced it to 0. You can send it back.
Return to sender.
Okay. So sending a missile back. Deflect missile attack. You get an 11. That does not manage to beat his AC. So it flies at him and kind of lands in the foliage and gets caught there.
That's okay. It still looked really cool.
Yes, it did. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares up with you. He managed to shake off your frightened state, Ulrich, with a wisdom save of 21. That was pretty good.
Okay. That was his action then.
Yeah. So he is now squared up with Belzian. And then this guy, he's gonna shoot at. You know what? He's got quite a few targets. Who's he gonna go for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's annoying. One more time. That's really annoying. Alright, Zippo it is. Does he have... No, you know what? He's going for Jordan. Because Jordan's in the way. Lol. That's a hit. And 8 more damage to Jordan. Alright. Belzian.
Hello, hi.
So you got a dude in front of you?
Like 20 feet on a different platform? Like the guy on the bottom of the screen there?
No, like right in front of you, right here. He's directly diagonal. He came around at you.
Oh, okay. I guess my thing didn't update. But yes, I would like to perform a melee attack
You got it.
and use the bonus for the second one, please.
23 hits. 8 does not.
Oh,
You deal 5 damage to him.
imagine getting slapped for 5 damage. Take that.
Youch. Ulrich.
Yep, Ulrich is going to... That's a bit of a long distance. Don't think I can make it. Actually, is it 10 plus your strength? Am I remembering that correct? For a standing
for
jump?
jumping?
Yeah.
So it's it says move 10 plus feet and jump a number of feet up to your strength score. So if you have a running jump. So if you backed up and then ran, you'd have 10
Yep.
plus your strength. When you're making a standing jump, you leap only half that distance.
Okay.
So basically, whatever that distance is that you need is based off of what check you make, and then halving that gets you the distance.
Yep. He backs up to do a run. He has a strength of 20, so you can clear 15, no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Although you can only move as much, so that would have been. Oh, I can't do that from a movement perspective unless I do a dash.
Well,
That's
I would say
10,
if you move 5, then you
20.
have 10 feet, right? Because 5 or 1, 2,
okay.
right?
I see what you're saying. Sure. So 5, 10. Okay.
So I think you just have it with 30. So,
He does like a little running circle to do this.
yeah. So,
Okay.
Because it's like 1, 2,
Yeah.
and then jump. So you only spent 5 to get that.
Cool. Since everyone is now in range of me,
Uh-huh.
I don't have the mental wherewithal to actually think of what he would say that's intimidating. I apologize.
You're fine.
But he would say something absolutely devastating to scare all 3 of these people. Wisdom save DC 14 as I use my conquering presence.
May the 12 devastate you.
You all got your outfits from a store that's not very nice looking.
All right.
I was thinking about more like, I'm going to shove those sabers up your asses or something like that.
So everything makes a wisdom saving throw. And you're choosing the 3 bandits.
Yep, 3 bandits.
So basically, this is to scare them, right?
Yep. They become frightened of me for 1 minute. The frightened creature can repeat the saving throw into each of its turns. That's it.
And it's a saving throw of what?
14 wisdom.
14. Okay, righty makes it.
Okay.
Middle does not. I'm just being open now because we're getting toward the end.
Sure.
And silver makes it as well. He actually critical.
Yeah, so when I landed, I definitely just said, your outfits are lame. And
Well, one managed to the middle guy. So it's more like when you landed, you were directing at him, and then the other guys were like shielded from it somehow. I don't know.
cool. That's it.
All right. The one guy is like, oh well, I am dressed like this, and the other 2 are like, bitch, I put on both pants just like everybody else, or both. I put both. Yeah. Anyway, you're not the only one that's mental fortitude is not completely there right now. Moving on. Yarvik.
Just going to take another shot at the questionably fashioned southwest pajamas wearing fellow. Southeast, excuse me.
This doodle.
Yep, by his lonesome there.
All right, that's a hit. Okay. Have you shot at this guy already? I know Roger did and missed. I don't think you have, right?
No, I did shoot at him once and hit. I think it was for like 7, I think.
Okay. That wasn't this guy?
Which one?
No, okay. Yeah, you shot at Silver last time, but the time before that you shot him. Okay, got it.
Right.
He's dead. Anything else?
I'm good.
All right. Zippo?
Zipper's going to move to like the edge here,
Okay.
so he can get a clean shot at Silver Guy. Because
Okay.
he seems like the boss kind of guy. 18 hit.
18 hits.
It's going to be 8 force and 2 fire. So 10 damage total.
Okay. He's looking pretty bad.
Yep.
Jordan moves up and wields his newly found crossbow at this dude. I haven't equipped it yet, but with my dex... Here, let me just add it real quick to my inventory. Done. Okay. It's so nice how simple it is to do that. I critically failed with it. Of course I did. First time using a crossbow. What else would happen? Roger, you're up.
All right. We're gonna do the same thing we've been doing for the past several turns. We're gonna move out here, and I need to see. So we started here. So let's get the. There is no good clean shot on the one next to Belzia, where I get sneak attack. Zippo.
Yeah, not.
You're-
I mean,
you're-
yeah, especially with Zippo there. Yeah.
You're in the one place I could stand.
I mean, it was the one place he needed to be for him to get the clean shot, so it makes sense.
Right next to him, I have kind of a clean shot. Like,
Yeah,
this doesn't
that's
go
a
through
free.
both.
That's a good shot.
Okay, cool. Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Then he takes 13 damage.
Then he goes down.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dodge roll back into the hole.
This guy's the one that got frightened, so he's booking it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double move. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's no other bandits in the vicinity.
Ulrich just likes to help bandits get free pizza. It's the book it program.
Belzian?
Pardon me, I'm actually just getting removed from the building from being here too late with janitor staff and security. Please do something sensible.
Okay, Belzian leaps into action and tries to catch up with the bloke because he's got faster movement than everybody else. So 40 is 8, so 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, he makes it. Now it's double movement, so it's just that if he moves out of Belzian's grasp, then he'll have to make an attack of opportunity unless he spends the time disengaging. So it just slows him down. Ulrich.
Ulrich is going to just one. I mean, hate to make the guy run it even more, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's what Ulrich's going to do.
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, let me make.
He'll take the dodge action.
He still did not make his wisdom, by the way. Okay, dodge. So you're dodging against, I assume, him, not like Belzian.
I mean, yeah, anyone who comes at me, but yeah.
Okay. Yarvik?
I'm going to try for the shot from downtown and hit the guy Belzian's after.
Okay. All right. Despite having 3/4 cover because of Belzian and the tree, you still hit. Okay.
And that's it.
9 piercing damage. He is still up. Zippo.
Zippo's going to move to right. Well, let me see if he can first. Yeah, that's perfect. Move to right
At the
here.
very edge of the ledge.
And then it should give him a clean shot on that guy, hopefully. Like the very best shot he can get. And he's going to Eldritch Blast him and hope. Oh, he does not hit him?
Ooh, no, he does not. Not even with using Jordan's inspiration.
Had that forever.
Oof.
That sucks. Well,
you get this. You like squarely hit a tree over here.
I still kind of want to burn the forest down. Sorry.
Actually, you know what? So here's the thing. If you're shooting for this guy, you are shooting through this tree. So, yeah.
Plot twist. I'm just still trying to burn the forest.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you just hit this tree. All right. Jordan tentatively heads to the canopy that you just shot at and attempts to make a attack of his own. That's a hit. I think I got the hang of this thing. And he rolls a 1. Does 4 damage and the guy's still up. Roger.
Wait. I need to zoom out. He's so far away.
Yeah, he's getting... Yeah, he's down here.
Let's see, where's... I'll get over here. Can I actually, assuming that I get over to here, is that a line I can actually shoot on? Or
yeah, so those trees are lower, which is why you can see the tops and see over. They get thicker here, like taller here.
Okay, so they're not in the way in like this one.
No. Now, you have already moved, what, 10 feet here?
10 feet, yeah.
Okay.
So... 2, 3, 25, 30, 35, and then I can use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
I see the requisite extra distance here. Yeah. And I think I actually need to be in the square to not be blocked by Belzia.
Nope, you got it. You've got it from that way. See how there's no intersect? Yeah, you're good.
Gotcha. Yep. All right, well, we'll shoot out from here then. Yeah, Belzian isn't melee. Does he 16 hit?
A 16 hits.
Right. 9 and 7 is 16 damage.
He goes down.
Nice.
Thus
Got him.
clearing the bandits from the canopy and ending combat. Which is good timing because it is just about 11 o'clock. So, I think I will end session there with us picking up next time with what you do with and in the camp from there. I will say that Belzian, when you went through this area, you noticed that this was a more fully outfitted area with a bunch of objects and boxes and things in there. This looks like the main tree, for lack of a better word.
That's where they got their roots.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us. Sorry that the whole session was mainly combat, but it was a good one. So we will see you in 2 weeks, where we will continue this situation and see where it leads, knowing full well that one of the bandits got a warning off. Who knows what that did, and maybe we'll see next time. For those of you out there in Twitchland, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.